So this is a movie I've been looking forward to ever since it got announced, and it brings me great joy to say that I was not disappointed in the slightest. Tokyo Cowboy is indie director Mark Marriott's first ever feature film, which is crazy to think given what I'm about to gush on about. The movie follows a businessman named Hideki, played by Arataira, who works for a chocolate company and is paired with Jun Kunimura as Mr. Wada on a trip to Montana, where they go to a cattle ranch to form a partnership as a means to raise Wagyu, which would benefit both parties. However, things take a turn when Hideki is having to take matters into his own hands and learn a whole different world outside of the busy hustle and bustle of corporate life, and before he knows it, is on this journey of personal growth and self-discovery. Okay, look, I know that doesn't sound too exciting given what I talk about on this channel normally, but Mark Marriott, Dave Boyle, and Ayako Fujitani, who also stars in this movie, by the way, do such a wonderful job creating a story that feels so human. Tokyo Cowboy is a movie that really reaches to connect with your soul, which, funny enough, is kind of the theme of the movie. The importance of applying yourself as a means to grow, meeting others halfway, and forming these unlikely connections that would wind up shaping who you are as a person and the impact it leaves on your life and others. I also need to mention that this is a very funny movie too. Like, obviously a lot of the comedy is going to stem from the sheer culture shock Hideki tries to adapt and overcome, but there's these really small and honest to God endearing moments that just make everything so charming. There's an ongoing gag that Mr. Wada loves Hardee's hamburgers, even going as far as to give Hideki really important instructions during their business trip that he needs to get him Hardee's. There's another moment where he just pours beer into the cow food and says, "Happy cows taste the best," and everyone just rolls with it. Who'd have thought that the general from Attack on Titan was such a warm soul? I think Lucy Liu went a little too far in cutting its head off. This then brings me to Ayako Fujitani's character, who plays Hideki's fiancé. You can feel there's a strain in their relationship as they work for the same company and she serves as Hideki's superior. There are these really touching moments where they come together to figure things out later on and how to make things better. One of which being at a just beautifully shot hot spring in Montana, which is on location, by the way. Like, this whole movie is shot on location. And a little bit before that, Hideki apologizes to her for not asking what she wants, to which she replies that it's too late. Hideki is obviously worried and hurt and asks if their relationship isn't going to work out anymore, to which she then says, "No, it's late, I'm tired." Just the amount of natural deadpan humor brings further life into this movie, in addition to how quotable it is. Obviously, this isn't strictly a Japanese film, so I must give the cast of characters on the ranch their flowers, which they all absolutely deserve in every single way. The ranch owner Peg, played by Robin Wiegert, apologies if I butchered that pronunciation, serves as this lax yet stern representation of the heart of your average blue-collar American worker, to contrast the white-collar lives Hideki and company have immersed themselves in. But if Wiegert is the heart of this aspect, then Goya Robles as Javier is the soul, as he is easily the best character in the whole movie. I never thought that a small supporting character would not only be so intricately nuanced, but develop through his own character arc and personal conflict that would end up pushing him to the forefront. And this is just a pure testament to how much thought and the sheer attention to detail that went into building every single character. Like, even the other ranch hands are all memorable in their own ways. Like, they're the guys you see at work who you're kind of nervous about trying to fit in with, and then before you know it, you're more than happy to be around them. I was lucky enough to catch Tokyo Cowboy at the Asian Film Festival of Dallas, which it was the centerpiece for, where Mark was present for a Q&A, and he provided a lot of insight about the movie and its creation, and how important it was to create a picture that isn't just engaging, but something people are capable of relating to or connecting with. And if you ask me, he went above and beyond on all fronts. I honestly want to go visit Montana myself after seeing this. And I'd love to try Hardee's sometime as a Whataburger fan. Yes, one of Texas's grandest achievements next to Buc-ee's and King of the Hill. And where RoboCop shoots that guy in the dick. Tokyo Cowboy releases in select theaters and VOD on August 30th, and I want to do my part and tell you, beg even, please go see this movie. Support it as much as you can. It may end up getting more screenings depending on feedback. It's gotten stellar reviews, including one from my buddy Sean Barry of Asian Movie Pulse, and I just can't recommend this movie enough. And I think it's crucial that I emphasize how important it is to seek out movies like this and just how special it can be, because you never know what you're going to get, and you never know what's going to get picked up, as crazy as that sounds. Indie creatives need more support than ever, given how cutthroat studio mandates and the industry can be. And it's a shame to see whenever something like this just goes unnoticed. I mentioned Dave Boyle earlier, and he's definitely one of the best creatives in this field, having done Man from Reno, which Aya co-stars in. Daniel Van Thomas is a good friend of the channel, and outside of the Ultraman and anime stuff, he likes working on independent cinema. I know I'm just rambling at this point, but I feel like I just need to get that out there. Anyway, that's all I got for Tokyo Cowboy. I've been itching to spill my thoughts on this movie ever since I saw it. Please go see it whenever possible. You will not regret it whatsoever. Thank you to my channel members and patrons for your support, and if you like what you see, feel free to sub up to the Patreon, link in the description. Other than that, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, y'all.